Conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jordi Alba. He's got such searing pace, Peter. He gets to the byline in the blink of an eye, and from there his crosses are pinpoint and very hard to defend against. This opposition defence is going to have its work cut out, trying to keep him quiet.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets it back. Tries to stroke it through. It's taken out, that'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Ter Stegen gets it upfield. Barcelona are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Well read, he sorted that out. Piqué gets it away. Messi. Piqué. Precious little by way of goal-mouth action yet. That'll be a throw. Delivers across. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Messi. And he's on his way! Good challenge, stood up well against his man. And the half-time whistle goes. So the other team has broken through. But that was up for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, and still goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Now it's Messi. He could be in here. Going for goal! They've done it! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Smartly deceptive, what quality!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Colo-Colo take the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Messi. And here's Suarez. battles to win it back. But here's Messi. A heavy challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are back in business! Oh, that is a bit special. Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He came in hard, very hard. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Barcelona have a free kick. And the header! Oh, what a lovely delivery, it deserved better.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross and really should have seen something better on the end of it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hoists it high. And the ball is out of play.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity.
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Has a pop! This could fall anywhere!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Vidal plays it forward. Chance to break. Just brushed off the ball there. And Titi.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Played out to the right. Roberto. In by Roberto. And the referee brings it to a close. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordi Alba. He's got such searing pace, Peter. He gets to the byline in the blink of an eye, and from there his crosses are pinpoint and very hard to defend against. This opposition defence is going to have its work cut out, trying to keep him quiet.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. And it's Griezmann. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Ter Stegen will lay claim to that. Jordi Alba. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Arthur drives it forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Titi.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end It'll have been forgotten.
Arthur. Surely hits one! Hoists it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Arthur. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Floats one over. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Titi. Jordi Alba. And it's played forward. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Colo head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Colo pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Gorgeous control there. Crosses it in. Messi. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, good interception. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Arthur goes looking. It's Dembele. Good idea, just poorly executed. Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Arthur. Dembele. Come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great leap! Good delivery, no joy.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward. Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
And here's Messi. And here's Griezmann. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba is fouled. Oh, real chance! Griezmann, and they've been caught out here. He's still got it, needs help. Shapes to shoot! Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for... And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Oh, good interception. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. What an adventurous run from a defender. Massive lead! And he's done it! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross that made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Colo take the early advantage. Piqué. Colo find themselves a goal up here. It's a lead to cherish. He's got options out wide. Arthur. Piqué plays it over to the other flank.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
And play for a throw. Played into the middle. Help's available out wide. Ter Stegen catches it safely. Messi loses his balance and loses the ball. Vidal. Colo are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Jordi Alba looks to bypass the midfield. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Too much.
The referee brings the first half to a close. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Colo leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's a brilliant interception. Goes for goal! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And the shot!
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Well read, he sorted that out. Jordi Alba goes looking. He's picked him out. Oh, he's in! He's had a go! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Colo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Ter Stegen sends that a long way. Barcelona making another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
And here's Suarez. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And a second time. They've done it! Deep into injury time. Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Barcelona, and that is that.